Hi, my name is Lynn Van Egmond, and I am the owner and founder of Soft Landings. Soft Landings is a senior downsizing and relocation service business in Calgary, Alberta. So today I thought that I would come to you and talk about soft landings because when I'm out and about, I am often asked about the services that we offer at soft landings and more so even just the whole process. Like, how do you go about helping a senior relocate and downsize to new beginnings? And so I thought, what better way to explain that than to have someone who's actually gone through the entire downsizing and relocation process. So today I have Franco Valet with me. So hello, Franco.
Oh, hello again.
Hello, and welcome. And thank you so much for doing this, Franco. I just thought today it would be really nice if you would be so kind to share about your experiences with soft landings and just that whole journey and process of downsizing and relocating to your current living arrangement in your senior community. And I thought that there's a lot to share. So I thought that perhaps we would start, Franco, by sharing a little bit today, and then this would become kind of like a downsizing relocation series. And we would talk about different topics that would show your the whole step and the whole process of what you had to go through in order to downsize. So today, Franco, I just wanted to welcome you. It's nice to have you. And I thought it would be great if we could start by talking about some of the challenges, sort of the challenges that you had in your current home and how it sort of created this realization for you and your wife, Anna, for change that was needed. So I was wondering if you could start by talking a little bit about some of the challenges, where you were at, some of the challenges you were having in your home.
Huge. It is. It is just like that. Here I am trying to tell someone my experiences in relocating my household. My wife and I have lived in our house for over 30 years, and in the spring of 2021, I came home with a knee replacement. And while my wife was already in the hospital due to a bad fall in the house.
And Franco, this wasn't the first fall that Anna had in the home, was it? It was about the third or fourth fall?
Definitely, yes. And unfortunately, this last one was really serious, a serious situation that needed an operation. In any case, when I returned home for the first time, I was really overwhelmed by the events that had taken place in our lives, succeeding each other so quickly. And I was, the thought came to me that we had to relocate from our beautiful home. And they had some help at home by nursing help to get me going, but nonetheless, the stress got into me. How could I welcome my wife home already with an operation on her knees?
And so let's talk a little bit about that, Franco, because you had lived in your home for 30 years. You found yourself with a knee replacement, a full knee replacement. So there was a lot of rehab that was required. You were going to a lot of appointments. Anna had taken, I think it was about her fourth fall. And so her balance and all the stairs, there were a lot of stairs, wasn't there, multi-levels in the home. And and then there was a lot of yard work.
Well, what happened is that then it dawned on me as the owner of a home, all the work that falls on my shoulders. That includes taking care of the outdoors especially, and getting the grass cut, trimming the leaves in the fall. The snow is coming eventually, and what am I going to do? Because my physical strength was not a par anymore. And with my wife in that condition, I just felt that I had to do something to move out. But all at once, I just didn't know what to do.
Right. And so, Franco, you are an immigrant from Italy, correct?
Yes, I am.
And so you didn't have any family in Calgary, did you, that could help you out?
Yes. In fact, when we moved to Calgary, no, we had no family, and the level of friendships was quite limited with the neighborhood.
So you found yourself quite isolated, right, in this home?
Not only isolated, but also, for the first time in my life, I felt lost.
Lost. Lost in what way, Franco?
Well, lost that all at once there were decisions to be made about everything else. As I said, first, I knew how much work is involved around the house and in the house, and our house was fully furnished. We had everything that any household would like to have, and then I was in that condition that we needed a lot of help, from nursing or doctors or moving out to go to appointments. All at once, I felt so helpless that nothing was fitting in anymore in my normal way of life in that house.
And you had accumulated quite a few things also, right? Your wife was a lover of fabrics and crafting, and
was a great shopper.
Great shopper.
Yes, and of course we had lots of room, and the room was filled in with a lot of things that my wife loved, more than maybe many other homes. I don't know.
So let me just summarize this then, Franco. So you get to this point, you've lived in this home for over 30 years.
Yes.
You've got a house that needs maintenance, it needs repairs, it needs upkeep.
Oh, yes.
And at that point you were 86 years of age, is that correct? And Anna was 82. You find yourself with just the everyday tasks of managing a home, and now you've got also these health concerns.
Yes.
And so you look around and you think, at that point, were you thinking, I need a change, but I don't even know how I could facilitate a change? Is that what you were thinking?
Well, I had heard in earlier times the nursing help to my wife, advising us that it was time for us to move, but it never dawned on me until all this emergency really arrived so suddenly for both of us.
Right. So you were left with sort of this unknown problem, but an unknown way of managing it or handling it. Where to go from here?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Absolutely true.
Which is often true. I find with soft landings, it is often, it sort of comes to push and shove, and it comes to like some kind of a crisis or a change is imminent. And I think that's probably, it sounds to me like that's where you and Anna were.
That's where we were.
You were sort of getting cornered into a position where you needed to do some change. And if I'm correct, Franco, you and Anna were no longer even sleeping in the upstairs bedrooms. You had moved all of your living already downstairs. You had already done all the modifying.
And even on the main floor, we had 3-4 steps down into a family room.
Right.
And, so it had become like 2 patients in a home.
Right.
And something had to be done.
Right.
I spoke to my wife about it, and she came also to the realization that something had to be done. But then it all fell on my shoulders to say, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
It just came to the point that one of my neighbors, Bruce, came to see me at the house, and he mentioned that there were people that were involved into the relocation
Right.
services, and that maybe they could help me
Right.
if I knew, and I was not even aware that such services existed.
Which is often very common. You know, people are not aware of the things that are out there, the supports that are out there. So, Franco, that is really great. Like, you explained it so well about the problem that you and Anna had, and I think we'll end it there today. And I'm looking forward to next week. We'll chat more along the process. And so Franco and Anna had this problem, and now what were they going to do about it? So stay tuned next week.
Yes, and I'm eager to tell.
Yeah.
Because now you find a happy person.
Right. We're gonna have a happy ending to this great story. So stay tuned next week when you hear the next step in Anna and Franco's journey to a happier life and a healthier life. Thanks for joining in. See you next time. Bye.